Here's an interesting one. This one does not have controller support, or at least full controller support. This is a... If I could... Here we go. This is a Klonoa fan game. Klonoa the Dream Chapter. I believe this is Unreal 4. It looks like it. And it's a 3D Klonoa game. Sooner or later I'll do GT again. Abso-fucking-lutely. Are you kidding me? There's no way I wouldn't. So I played this a little bit. Looks like Fortnite. It's very basic assets. Please? So close! Alright, fine. Eh. So Klonoa was all about, was a 2D platformer all about picking up enemies and using them to do jumps and solve puzzles. And it was really hard. And I don't think they ever attempted a 3D Klonoa. But it had pseudo 3D aspects to it, like it was a 2.5D platformer. And I'm a little bit surprised that this works as well as it does. It's kind of boring, it's very slow. That could easily be fixed by a player, like, movement speed increase. That's kind of all it needs. And maybe some, maybe some slightly better, like, a little bit more detail in the, you know, flat, solid colored grass. You know, untextured, solid color grass. But, it's alright. A sprint button at least? Yeah. Just a movement speed increase would be nice, because it's not even anywhere near as fast as the original Klonoa. Like, Door to Phantom Isle. And you get a slowdown time function. Which isn't the most necessary thing in the world, in my opinion. Especially with jumps as floaty as this. I don't actually mind the floatiness of the jumps, but the slow walking speed, nah, it's a problem. Music is nice. It's just music from the original Klonoa. So. I did play through most of it, and I tried streaming it. I don't know why I didn't finish streaming it. Probably just... I think that was around the, you know, burnout. Here. Please! How far back is gonna put me? Yeah, he makes little anime cat noises. It's, I think it's supposed to be endearing. I don't know who thought that originally, but sure. Whatever, we'll go with it. Endearing. Good job, Capcom. He's got a little... not Capcom, Namco, actually. Yeah, this was a Namco platformer. He's got a little Pac-Man on his hat. What a weird concept of a character and the idea of a power they can do. Yeah, it, you know... You'd think it doesn't really work, but it really does. Yeah, the original Door to Phantom Isle is like one of my favorite 2D platformers. It's really, really good. Just like using enemies to give yourself a double jump and solve a couple puzzles. The original gets complex too because there's points where you need to get an enemy, but there's a little like hole that only Klonoa can pass through. Because if he's holding an enemy, he holds enemies above his head normally, and if he's holding one, he won't have the space to get through like a little enclosed area. So you gotta do your best with what you got. Please, I do not like how he grapples onto enemies. It's a little bit awkward. But yeah, for a proof of concept of a 3D Klonoa game, this is really solid. Namco, get on this shit. Stop releasing Pac-Man over and over again. Get on this shit. There is money to be made here. Third-person shooter / platformer Klonoa. Something else that could make this a hell of a lot of fun too is what if there's like if it's like sped up and you had, oh god, I think I needed an enemy to take with me. If it was sped up and you had, all right, come here. You should help him cross the bridge. I should have read the sign. What if it's like more combat focused as well? You use enemies to like solve puzzles, maybe do a little parkouring, do a little, you know, this and that. I don't know. Shoot enemies at each other. So like that. Kind of like what I just did, but a lot more of it and a lot faster. That would be a lot of fun. Or each enemy has their own abilities. Yeah, like each enemy gives you, like specific properties. Like each enemy has a different way you need to approach it. There's some enemies maybe you can't grab, like bigger enemies. Double jump, like a dash jump. Yeah. And there's like they have ability, like the enemies themselves have abilities representative of what they can do. Like maybe these flying enemies, they give you a triple jump. Who knows? Like regular enemies, these Goomba looking things, these guys give you double jump. You know, there's like speedy little guys, they give you a dash. And then there's like flying guys and they give you triple jump. Like a glide jump, yeah. Use an enemy to spiral your way across a an area. Is this guy gonna respawn? He's not. Oh yeah, there he is. Okay. This is a very long level. I think I have to make it over all the way over there. It just kind of keeps going. Oh god. Or an enemy that can make you immune to lava or something? Yeah. Or like take an extra hit. And then yeah. Imagine how, like, much more interesting something like this would be if you specifically had a bunch of different abilities with each enemy. Maybe other Klonoa games actually did that, I don't know. Because there were a bunch of Klonoa games in the GBA, and then there was the Klonoa Wii remake that gave you some kind of tornado ability, I don't know. It wasn't an enemy ability, it was just something Klonoa had. Yeah, this is like the end game bullshit challenge levels that the first PS1 game had that I couldn't really beat. This is harder than like what the PS1 game would have expected of you. I guess it's a little, it's not that much harder because you got okay, and the game just ends. All right, so that was Klonoa. We're gonna move on. I gotta speed through things a little bit. What do we got next?